Okay, well, it's still very wet out here, and doesn't look like the clouds are gonna break at any point, but it's not raining. So I can get out and probably gonna flip compost heap number 3 while I can. It's nice and cool out here, so shouldn't be that difficult. I wanna check and see if this cucumber is ready. I think I'm gonna give it another day or so. I don't see any worms in it, and I don't see any evidence of worms around right now, so I think it'll be okay to give it another day. This one is pretty close too. It's getting big pretty quickly, so that one should be ready in a couple of days as well, probably. This is the first time I've seen some type of moss growing on the wood chips. At least I think it's growing on the wood chips. Maybe it fell off the tree or something. Oh, wait, here's another one. Here's another spot. Okay, I have no idea what that is. It's weird looking. I'm looking for more. I don't see any though. Well, compost heap number 3 is actually under 160 now. It's actually at like 158, which is, from what I understand, actually a really good temperature. Not hot enough to kill the good bacteria and all the good stuff, but hot enough to definitely kill off all the bad stuff. So I'm actually gonna let it sit another day. Because when did I do this? What day is it? I didn't do it yesterday. It rained all day yesterday. It's the day before. So this is the second day, full day of this. So yeah, I'll let it sit for 2 or 3 days and then I'll flip that. However, I'm probably going to go ahead and flip compost heap number 2 today. I just found this big grub in the pile. No idea what it is. I mean, no idea what it's supposed to turn into. That's pretty big though. Okay, compost heap number 2. It's coming along nicely. I'm not sure how well you could tell in the time lapse, but I would pull out a bit and then use the flat, short shovel to kind of chop up some of the larger pieces, and it just kind of dawned on me that I should be doing that because it just makes sense. And if I do that every time I pull out the compost, then I should really help to break down a lot of those clumped up pieces, because that's one of the main problems. I mean, I don't know if it's that big of a problem, but in compost heap number 1 that's out on the bed right now, there's quite a lot of chunks of stuff. So I think if every time I pull it out, if I just kind of break up the chunks as much as possible, then over time, over time, as I do that multiple times, it should really help to, number 1, let it compost faster, because if the pieces are smaller, there's more surface area, which can break down faster because of that. And then also, it'll be less chunky. The final product will be less chunky and more like soil. So I think that's going to be a good kind of thing to do, to start doing with all these composts. So as I'm doing this, I'm just learning more things and thinking about new things and implementing new things that I think are going to help. So time to put it back in. All right. Composting is amazing, actually. I don't know why, but I think it's really neat that this contrast between this bin in this bin. Because this bin, the stuff in this bin that I just put back in here used to look just like this bin. And now you can see how different they are. And how much it changes over a relatively short period of time. It does it faster in a cow's belly, but you don't have to have a cow's belly or any sort of digestive tract. It just does it. Nature just does it. And then in time, I'll be able to use this material that nature's doing a job for me. I'll be able to use this material and use it to grow food that I can then eat. It's a really amazing process that I think most people never think about. And I think that doing it, actively doing it, gives you a different appreciation for it.
I was gonna put rainwater in here from a rain barrel, but I literally can't open the valve.
So I got the water working, as you saw. It was actually already open for some reason. I don't know why. And as you can see, some of these onions have opened up. The stems have come out and started to stand up, like I was talking about yesterday. And this is rainwater that I'm now feeding these guys with. And they like rainwater a lot better than the water that comes from my house. That's the general rule, is that plants like rainwater a lot better than water with, chlorine or whatever else is in city water. I'm just gonna give these a little bit of water, make sure they stay moist, because I didn't have these out during the rain at all in the past couple of days. So I just wanted to give them a little bit of rainwater.